Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium. In the last episode, we crafted it. We have ourselves an ATM star. So that's pretty cool. That opens the door for, quite a few things, but I think we're going to save it up, or at least we're going to try to save it up, because what I want to do is do one of these quests. I don't actually know, is it in here? Yeah, the Starry Bee quest. We need a full block of these, so we need 8 more ATM stars to make a block, and then we'll get a Starry Bee. So yeah, that's, I guess, a thing. So I'm going to safely put this guy back in our system. Now, if we want to craft more, we're going to have to automate some stuff. Some of this stuff can be automated. For instance, the antimatter pretty much is automated. We're just going to fix a few things. And all of these other things we can add crafting for. Some of the stuff we don't really have crafting for is... Oh, wait, no, what's this? This is... I've confused myself. What is the actual recipe involved for this? Because I think the way that I've got it set up currently is that I believe this guy over here inputs all the ingredients, right? So that's not actually the full recipe, because obviously I can't fit the full recipe in a 9x9 crafting grid, or a 9x9, a 3x3 crafting grid. So this isn't all the ingredients. If we want to see all the ingredients, I need to look in here, hover over this, and then we can see. You can see some of them are red. These guys need to be auto-crafted, so the Wither's Compass, the Nexium Emitter, and the Philosopher's Field, these guys need to be auto-crafted. I believe that's doable. The rest claim to be auto-crafted, but I think, see, like this thing, that stuff, we can automate that. We click cancel. This guy is pretty much automated already, but I don't know, our process is a bit slow. We might need to work on this a bit more. The Irradiant Star, we need to craft that manually, but the rest of this is auto-craftable. Emeralds, we need to set up some better emerald gathering, and then that's pretty much it. Which seems a little bit too good to be true, and I agree, it does seem a little too good to be true. Before we get started with all the recipes, something I want to show you guys. I was going to try and work on our reactor here. I was going to try and make it work a little bit better, so I was thinking like, oh, what if I moved the ports onto the top? I don't know if you can, but if I did that, I might be able to connect these solar neutron activators directly to it, and then it won't need a pipe. I think I had a comment suggesting something like that. So that's pretty cool. So I open this guy, and I'm like, oh, he's full of waste. Okay, but the waste pipe's connected. Okay, is it not? Oh, this is full? It's full of polonium. And I'm like, okay, the SPS machine, that must be off. So I ran over there, and sure enough, it was off. So I open this guy up. He is full of antimatter. I mean, it's only a bucket's worth, but he's full. We have another antimatter built. The issue currently is that the pipe over here isn't connected properly. So I've either got to connect this properly, or what I want to try and do real quick is, can I just attach this block directly? Does that work? Not quite. Not quite. What if I face it specifically this way? Does that do anything different? No, okay. So we still need the pipe, but we're just going to have to reconnect the pipe every so often when we connect. Alright, so this is connected. Make it output. This guy's going to fill up with antimatter, and bada bing, bada boom, we have another antimatter pellet. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to be getting a bunch more antimatter because there was a bunch of polonium all stockpiled. So that's good. We can leave that now. I'm not too worried about the antimatter. Just for now, we'll let that run in the background. What I want to do is knock out as many of these recipes we can, because some of them are straightforward, I think. Other ones are going to be a little trickier, so let me bookmark what we need. We need this, this, and this. So, for example, the Nexium emitter, this guy should be easy. We grab this recipe here, and what were we missing? We were missing platinum, quantum entangled singularity. Ooh. We'll probably have to do this manually, I think. I'll bookmark it just in case, and then the wireless, wireless grid. And of course, you might be able to tell, a little bit nasally again today, and probably will be for, this whole season. It's a pretty rough season for recording, at least. Alright, platinum block, this guy's easy enough. Make that a pattern, beautiful. The wireless grid, also very easy to do, make that a pattern. The quantum entangled singularity, I have a bit of an idea here. I'm going to remove that. We'll make it a processing one. Make sure there's no fluids going in there. Singularity. I want to have this guy, quantum entangled singularity. I'm going to drag this guy here. His recipe is, what did it say it was? Ender dust. and then cause an explosion. A singularity and one ender dust. This is a singularity. So a singularity and an ender dust. But this one says to make this, you must use ender pearls, not ender dust. So we want to get a pearl, an ender pearl. This will work. And drag that there. And we also want to do... Well, like, I want to actually try and automate this. I know we could do just like a stack of them, and that'll keep us covered. But I think it'd be a fun thing to automate. And I think we can, like using a block placer and stuff. So we'll have this send in both of those. Should we send in a TNT as well, or should that be done separately? I think that should be done separately, and I have a little bit of an idea. We're going to get some sort of placer. We'll use a cyclic one. I'm used to these ones. We'll probably... Yeah, if I'm honest, we'll probably end up using integrated dynamics, just because I'm getting quite used to how it all works, and I like the redstone controls we have with this. So I would like a redstone writer, but I want to actually craft one as opposed to create a pattern for it. Redstone writer, we're gonna need a redstone block, blah 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 blah. Redstone writer, beautiful. We can create this pattern as it is, so that should be fine. I also want to get a pattern for TNT. Like, can we craft this at the moment? No. I want to be able to craft TNT. Ooh. Do I want to be able to craft tiny TNT? I think I do. I think I'm going to create a tiny TNT recipe, right? So already we can chuck a bunch of these in. We can chuck all of those recipes in. And now I should be able to get some tiny TNT. Let me do some of that. And I imagine this doesn't make a big enough explosion to break anything, but it might be enough to do the singularity. So we'll take this out. Let me get a singularity, one of these guys. Let me get an ender pearl, one of these guys. And let's give this a shot. We'll do it right here. So let me turn off my magnet. Let's drop a singularity, an ender pearl. Oh, I was a little bit close, I guess. There we go. That works. A tiny TNT. Okay. That seems okay. Maybe we drop it on the TNT, right? Let's get a lever. Little lever. Place this. Flick it. Tiny TNT is going to explode. Let's see if it maybe breaks a block or a few. Let's have a look. What's going to happen here? To be honest, I don't think TNT blows up things in... Oh. I was going to say in your claim, but, huh. To be fair, it looks like we got pretty much everything back that we, blew up. Right? Did we get... Yeah, we got the log as well. Okay. I mean... Not the end of the world. Oh, and actually, no, we did get the fences. I just put them away, though. I want to try an actual TNT, because I swear it didn't blow up at the front of my base. So let's see. Let's go boom, boom. And I'll grab some fences back. All right, well, sure enough, we didn't get any explosion here, so... Oh, no, there we go. There's the explosion. None of the blocks broke. Perfect. That is genuinely what we want. Okay. Okay, so far, so good. Let's get an inventory reader, if we can afford one of these. Yep, it says we can, so we're going to. Grab one of those. And then we'll need at least one variable card. We'll need a crafter. Okay, I think this is good to go. What I want to do as well is, can I get something that, like, demagnetizes? I like this. Demagnetizer. And what does the advanced one cost? Okay, nice. Demagnetizer. Where do I want to place this? Should I do another level? We kind of need another level, but I don't really want to have to build one right now. Alright, so I think what I want to do is place an entangled block here. We're going to obviously place a crafter above it, so I should be able to place this, go down a little bit, and place a crafter. Beautiful. This guy is going to have the singularity recipe, so for the quantum entangled singularity. This will be entangled into a chest. Yeah, into a chest, I think. We could probably entangle it directly into a dropper, right? How do I actually want to do this? Just one dropper? Or maybe a chute. This might be the better option. I think a create chute might be the better trick. So we'll come over here. We'll place a demagnetizer pretty much here. Let's just make a little bit more area for us to work with. Ta-da. Alright, demagnetizer, boom. Range 4, redstone ignored, blacklist items, that shouldn't matter. Okay, so what should happen now is if I drop a chute in there, my magnet does not pick it up. Cannot be picked up. How cool is that? Even though we haven't blacklisted chutes. The next thing we want to do is have a chute there, for instance. We're going to entangle it, so shift right click, and then right click on this, and that pretty much binds that block to this one, in case you haven't seen me use these before. And now what should happen is if I order an entangled singularity, start, it should go into that chute and possibly onto the floor. Otherwise, what we can do instead is I can grab a chest. I can place the chest on top, and I think I can entangle that chest like that. And then this might work. Oh, yep, there we go. That's both of the items. That is perfect. The next thing we want to do is have a block placer. Honestly, right there should be fine. This guy is going to be hooked up to our network as well. So let me grab some cables. So we're going to go boop, 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 and oop, I fell. Place it here. Not quite there. Because what we want to do is place a exporter. We can get an ultra exporter, slap it down here. We'll need a crafting card. Crafting upgrade. There we go. Chuck a crafting upgrade in here and make this guy place TNT. Full TNTs. Beautiful. Already working. Requires redstone? No. We want it to be always on. So TNT will always be here. The next thing we want to do is get an inventory reader onto the chest. We want to get a... yeah, I guess that's fine. We want to get a redstone rider here. We're going to hook these guys up with cables. This should work. There's a chance that it won't, but it should work. I need these to be logic cables, so I'll just scroll until we get those. There we go. Place these like so. Inventory reader. What do we have in here? Redstone pulse. Let's take this out. Let me place an item in there. Open this guy up. Actually, maybe I can do 2 of these. I think I just want it to be inventory not empty, true. Or inventory empty, false. Either one, I mean, it's the same thing. Inventory empty, false. So when the inventory is not empty, this is false. Does that make sense? So what we should see right now is if when I place this in here, or maybe in the pulse, that should emit a redstone pulse. It probably is doing that right now, but I guess what I need to actually do is have it do that to a bit of redstone on the ground, right? So let's get redstone. Place this guy here. Get the redstone rider. See if I can place that on the side of it. There we go. And now let's see if this works. We want to do a redstone pulse. Or maybe we just want to do redstone? Let's see. This should be emitting redstone. Inventory empty, false. Like if I take this out, does that... Oh, okay. So I want to actually do it the other way around. I want it to be inventory not empty, right? I've confused myself apparently. I think I want to do inventory not empty. And then we can place that here, and that emits the redstone. Beautiful, beautiful. So is it possible that now it will work if we place it there? Let's see. Did I drop the card and it hasn't been picked up? Alright, well I don't know where that variable went. It has apparently been lost to the void. So we'll take this out. Boom. Inventory not empty. So in other words, when there's stuff in there, emit a redstone signal. Oh. Let's That's probably not good. That's probably shouldn't do that. Probably don't do that. Probably don't do that. Let's do requires redstone. And I think what this will do, in fact, we can probably just have it do a redstone pulse. And we can have this be always on. Ooh, will the TNT explode another TNT? I don't think so. I think we should be fine. Let's see. Wait for the explosion. Nothing happened. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We're back in business, everyone. So if I place an ender pill in there now, and I drop this, have a look at this. So it might have done, I think it did 1. It might have done 2 TNTs. No, I think it did 1. That should explode, and it should create the thingy thing. That guy right there. The entangled singularities. That's what we want. Now the question is, how do we pick them up? There's a few ways I can think of. One could be an absorption hopper. One could be an item collector. With the item collector, I just want to see, can I whitelist in this? Possibly with whatever card that is. Ooh, filter data card. Allow list. Ooh, I think we've cracked the case. I want to make whatever that is a filter data card. So this is going to need a piece of carbon paper, which is just some paper and charcoal, I believe. I'm going to want everything else that was there. I think we're waiting on sawdust, believe it or not. Carbon paper. Yep, there we go. Carbon paper. Filter allow disk. Card, sorry, not disk. We open this up. We place in it quantum entangled singularity. In fact, I guess we'll place both in. I don't think it necessarily matters, but there we go. Allow list. Yep. Okay. So then what I should be able to do is go ahead and slap this guy here. We can change it to be facing up. A range of 3x3. We can even preview the render. That seems pretty good. We probably don't even need it to be up one. That seems pretty fine. Always on. Yep. And, I mean, this seems pretty good to me. We want to put the filter data card in here. I really like this addition. I'm not sure when this was added, but that seems really cool. Now what should happen, somewhat flawlessly, in fact, if I get an importer, I should be able to place this guy here, and that should work. Okay, let's give this a shot. I'm going to search Entangled again. Entangled Quantum Singularity. I want to craft one. Check out this. So there's two TNTs. I mean, that's not the end of the world, right? We probably could optimize it so it's only one TNT, but, I mean, this seems to be pretty good. That creates the quantum singularities that are right there, and they do not get picked up. Why? Why are they not getting picked up? Allow list, quantum singularity, count 0. What if I take that out? Oh, it's not even... It's still not doing it. Okay, let me break that for a second. So if we do pick it up, we can see it get picked up. Why is this not happening? Do I need to do down? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sure. Yep. Sure. Okay. So now we have the quantum entangled singularities. They're over here because they're entangled with one another. So they don't stack with other ones. That's how these guys work. So we'll order another one. Here we go. TNT gets lit off. That's perfectly fine. An alternative that you could do is you could get an entity reader down there, and you could read when there's a singularity and a other thing in there, ignite. And I think that just worked. I think now we've got 2 more. Nope, they're still there. Okay. So this guy's not really... He wants to pick them up, but he's just not quite able to, it looks like. Actually, that seemed to work. Okay. I think we might want to do something else. I think we want to grab a singularity and an ender pearl. And what we might want to do is change this to be a blacklist. So make it an ignore list. Yeah, an ignore list. We want to put in the singularity, the ender pearl, and that should work. So we'll chuck that in there. And we'll see what... We'll see if that works. Yeah, I guess we'll leave that the same. Let's try again. Take, what, 3, 4, maybe? Entangle, start, craft. Let's see, I'll put these away too. So we currently have 6 of them. Let's see. They are exploding in 3, 2, 1. 1, 0. There we go. And it looks like they instantly got picked up. And yep, we've got 8 now. Beautiful. The entanglers are done. We do actually need to put in the TNT recipe because that is one that I forgot to do. We did the tiny TNT, but I didn't end up making a normal TNT recipe. So here we go. TNT. Chuck that in. Beautiful. Okay. That's pretty much it, right? Can I now get a Nexium emitter? Let's see. It says I'm missing a block of smoky quartz and a player aerial pearl. These guys are a little bit annoying because I don't know if they're automatable either. These player aerial pearls, you need to use an aerial pearl on a zombie or husk, which is one of these. If we grab one of those pearls, which I think we have automated, I take that back. We don't appear to have them automated, or I'm not searching them correctly. Yeah, okay. Let's let's add a recipe for that then. Add this pearl recipe. Beautiful. Chuck that in there and see if we can get one. If I can figure out how to spell. I can't spell. How is it? All right. We have one, right? If we search for mob imprisonments, I believe we have a zombie in one of these. So I'll just look through here to see one. I don't have a zombie. We need a zombie. So I'm gonna try and find a zombie. What about spawn eggs? Do we have a zombie? We do have a zombie spawn egg. Perfect, perfect. What I'm going to do is place this guy down and trap him in here. This allows us to duplicate him. This is where we're going to have some fun. I'm going to get... what do I want to do? I want to get an anchor plate, traps a mob, and forces them to look in a specified direction. That should be fine. We'll probably get another redstone rider, if I'm honest. Another redstone rider, because these guys are pretty handy. So we'll grab one of these. We will also grab a... I think that should be fine. We'll grab a crafter, because I'm pretty sure I need a crafter for this. I'll probably need a chest. And then we need to figure out a way for us to use it on the zombie. So there's a few things we can do. If I search click or hashtag click, there's like some clicking blocks we can use. Use a user, item user, autonomous right-click activation using any item. I mean, that sounds like what we want. Okay. So far, so good. I guess we could load it up here. I mean, we could make use of this area that we've got. So I'm going to quickly expand this out a little bit. We should be able to do it right here. I don't see a problem at the moment for trying to do this, but I'm sure we'll find out if there is one. All right. So what I want to do is get a duplicator, one of these guys, a mob duplicator. We can place him down right here. That should be fine. Inside of this guy will need to be some mob essence. So in order to do that, we've actually got some in our network. So temporarily I can run... Oh, wrong type of cable. Temporarily we can run just normal cables down here and switch them out as we go. But... And right here, bring this down. I want to get another exporter. Grab an ultra exporter. Slap this guy in here. This guy... Make sure there's no card in there at the moment. Yep, perfect. This guy is going to output a fluid. It is going to be essence, which we get from our Woot mob farms. So I can chuck that there. And this guy should fill up with essence. Beautiful. Already. Pretty good. We want this guy to be run with redstone signal. Run on pulse. That's what we want. We also need to provide him with power. So let me get an ender gate. Grab some of these. I like these guys. I can just slap it down there. And now he's charged. Beautiful. I'm able to pick these up. Yep, there we go. Okay, so he's powered. He's good to go. In fact, I can place this here, a zombie spawner thing, and it should be good. Okay, so I guess we should see if this works to begin with. I'm going to place an item user about here. I guess that should be fine. Oh, I've made a massive mess. I apologize. Did one of our... We lost the tile. Oh no, I got a tile. Okay. So how do I want to do this? This guy is going to be right-clicking these pearls. He's going to be always on. And this should be fine. He'll need some power as well, so that should be fine. I'll just, I guess, slap some power on there. So he's now powered up. He's good. We'll get a crafter. The crafter will obviously go into this guy. So let me actually go ahead and place some cables. Actually, what I should do is keep it tidy, right? So place it here instead. Grab our entangler. Entangle this guy. Right-click there. Beautiful. Okay. So far, so good. Let's get a pattern. We want the pattern to be aerial husk, or aerial pearl, sorry, equals player pearl. This guy here. And that should be good enough. We're going to need to get a pattern. Slap that guy there. Didn't want to put it there, but... It happens. Alright, so aerial pearl to player aerial pearl. That's all we want. We're going to place this into this guy here. Already this seems to be pretty good. I'm pretty sure this will work. What I might want to do is get some glass. In fact, designed to pretend live. I think what I want to do is this and this. So what I want to do is place some glass going like all around this guy, right? I'll cut out the corners, I guess, just to make it look a little neater. This is a very messy way of doing what I want to do here. Break that, break that, break that. Actually, I didn't want to break that just yet. Place some tinted glass above. So this should be perfect so far. What I want to do next is grab a redstone rider, place him under here. I also want to get an inventory reader, one of these. I also want to get a variable card again, so another one of these guys. Let's get our inventory reader. Hopefully it's crafted. Yep. Hopefully you guys are following along. Hopefully some of this makes sense. Can I place 2 of these on the one block? I can. Oh, beautiful. We're saving some room today. All right. We're going to connect these up with a cable, if it will let me select it. There we go. Cable goes there. So we want to read this when inventory is not empty. So that means when there's stuff in it, emit a redstone pulse. Okay. Shall we give this a test run? Let's see. I'm going to search for player Pearl. Oh, here we go. I'm going to click start and go. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens here. We'll give it a few seconds because everything needs to run. You can hear that sound that was made. That was the this guy here trying to run. Ooh. Okay. The zombie's there. This guy's here. There's a 20-tick delay, supposedly. Is it going to work? Is the question of the day. So far, it doesn't look good, I'll be honest. Let me try always on. Is that going to run again? Like, I don't know if it's ran yet. Aerial Pearl. Tick delay. I don't think that really helps. Maybe it has to be at head height. That's always a possibility, right? Let's break this guy. I should be able to pick that stuff up. We'll replace the glass real quick just for a test run. Break this. Oh, it spawned another one. That's very confusing, to say the least. Okay. Aerial Pearl. You need power? Yep, power. And always on. Okay. Didn't work. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to experiment now with a bunch of different alternatives because there's a few ways to right-click, I believe. We'll see if any of them work, but it's not looking too good, if I'm honest. Alright, so I've found something that might work. I'm still messing around with it, but I wanted to also address something else. I had a comment saying that we are getting too many ores for our one unobtainium furnace to handle. I do not believe that is true. If you have a look at this guy, just then you saw, there was a point where there was nothing in this guy. He's obviously, it looks like he's constantly running. But if we actually have a look, if you were to go through and look at all of these ores that we have listed here, they are not in our ore list. In fact, you can see, as soon as these ores are coming in, they're getting taken right back out. They're not stacking up. So the only ores that we do have a bunch of are the ores that we don't have listed on here. We don't currently have them being smelted. Some of them I could add. Some of them I can't add, like some of the uraninite ores take way too long to smelt, even in this guy, that they just clog the whole system up. But yeah, we're actually perfectly fine with just one furnace, even though it might look a little misleading. Alrighty, that crash, I believe, was actually because we accidentally started entangling the logic cables, so make sure that you don't accidentally do that. The crash was only for me, by the way, so the server was perfectly fine, but I had to restart my pack, which takes a little while. It's not the quickest thing in the world. It's not the slowest. It's definitely not the slowest, but it's up there. So we're gonna make sure that we've entangled the chest this time. I've kind of forgotten what I was even doing. As you can see, I was trying to get this guy to work. Click item aerial pearl. That was sort of my plan, and then we have like an aerial pearl in there, and perhaps that will work. And I was gonna have it so that it would somehow run only when there's like a thing in here, if that makes sense. Let me try this. I still have an idea that might work. Holy moly. It already worked. It's just working as it is. Oh, okay, that's actually really cool. That's really cool. So watch this. We've got a button here. I press it. This starts ticking down. We can put some speed upgrades in too, just to make it a little bit faster. But watch. The second one spawns, it gets gobbled up and turned into an aerial pearl. How sick is that? The one thing I need left is to automate the actual pressing of this block, and then I'll run through how these work as well. Basically, I mean, this is pretty much it. Inside of this entity reader, one of these is the entity zombie, so I've got that card. The other one I want to do is a list of all the entities, so this one here. I'm going to take both of those. I'm going to also need another variable card, so let me grab one of those. We're going to open up our logic programmer. We're going to search contains. Oh, we're going to search contains. Here we go. And we want to look for the one because there's two contains here. We want the one that says input type 1 list, input type 2 any. So we're going to click on that. We're going to put the list in the list slot. We're going to put the anything else, which in this case is the entity, in this other slot, and then create that as a variable. Essentially what this does is this variable card that I just created is checking, is entity zombie within the list of entities that this reader is reading, right? So now what I can do is, when that is the list, do a redstone pulse. Currently this says X because these things aren't in the system. These variables aren't in the system. So we grab a variable store, we select that down next to the logic cable, and we put these in. And now what we should see is, yep, it's already running because there's a zombie there, and it's going to kill it, and, well, it's actually going to pulse another one. That's not, it's not really what I wanted to do now, is it? I'm not really the smartest. I think what I actually just want to do, I don't think we even need an entity reader. Right? I think all I need to do is inventory. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we can just hook this up. So instead what I could do is inventory containing a you know what, let me kill these two real quick. Kill those two. Let me, oh, I got an iron thingy. Let me get an aerial pearl. Just a normal one. In fact, craft a bunch of them for me. This will make my job a little bit easier. We're doing a lot of these like weird types of automations, and I'm quite enjoying it because it's actually, the fact that it's doable is really fun for me. So what I want to do is place in an aerial pearl. I'm going to go over to this guy here, the logic, the inventory reader. And what we want to do is we want to look for items. I think what I want to do, I think I know what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. I want to go logic programmer, item. In fact, I want to bring these variables out because we're not going to be using those. I want to go item, and I want to say aerial pearl. So let's take this guy back out. Item, aerial pearl. We're going to create that as a variable card. We can place this guy back in. The next thing we want to do is make this list now be a list of all the items in the chest. And then what I want to do is open this guy up, go back to that contains, this guy here. We're going to say if this list of items contains an aerial pearl, emit a redstone pulse. So we'll do this. We'll do redstone pulse. We will then put these variables back in. And now what should happen is this should run once again. I feel like it should have done it already. Run on pulse. What do you reckon? How do you reckon we do this? Because I feel like that should have worked. And the fact that it didn't is a little bit annoying. Pulse value. Why didn't this work? This should have pulsed. I'll take it out. And then we'll put it back in. And is that going to work? Is this going to start running? No? Okay. I don't know why, but okay. What if I change this to be redstone signal? Okay. So far, I mean, it's running. So we'll see if this processes one, which it should. There we go. That's turned into a thingy. Let's grab another aerial pearl. Let's place that in there. This guy's running. Okay. I mean, so far that's working. Here's my issue though. Let's say in fact, what we should be able to do is grab, wait, what's this guy full of? Okay, beautiful. We're going to grab an importer real quick. Importer. We're going to break this cable here, place the importer, and we want to actually make sure that we've got this set to only do the player aerial pearls. That guy there. This guy should be empty. Beautiful. I'm going to search for these. I'm going to say, craft me 2 of them. And this is where I think we might come into a bit of trouble, because this should put 2 in here. It should. Huh. Interesting. Have I not... Aerial pearl? You're not... Doesn't really... Didn't really do that. Oh, I've got set to blacklist. I need it to be whitelist. Okay. I had it the wrong way around. Cancel this. Try it again. Aerial pearl. 2 of these. 2. Craft. Boom. 2 of these show up here. This guy should start running. He's not. Okay. Well, we've already failed. Why? What if I just do... Well, this guy isn't even changing. Am I lagging? Oh, God. Run with redstone signal. Okay. And this guy's in here. So it should be outputting a redstone signal. This should be working. I can't figure out in my small little brain as to why this isn't working. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we saw that it could work. So this is another one of those situations where I'm just like, I'm at a loss. We set up things the way that we thought it would work, and it just didn't work. Let me get some speed upgrades. Do we have those at industrial? Let's grab one of each of these and just chuck them all in here. So boom, boom, boom. This guy should be a lot faster. Okay. Okay, we got an extra one. That's a bit of a problem. Is it a problem? Here, let me break this. Let's try this again. I want this to work, because if you guys are following along at home, I want you guys to have a thing that actually works all the time. So is this guy running? No. Why not? Why not? I'm going to end you. Okay. I think I know what the problem is. It's going to be a little bit messy to fix, I think. Essentially what I need to do is I need to move this guy somewhere else. No. I need to move this. We're going to have this item interface be there. We're going to break the rider. We're going to break this. We're going to connect the cable here. We're going to place the rider under here if we can. So redstone rider is going to go under there. Then what I'm going to see if this works, I'm going to get a repeater. And I'm going to aim this guy here. I'm going to add some delays to him. I'm going to set this guy to do a pulse. Okay? And it's not connected to the network because I need to do this. But now it's connected to the network. Okay? Currently there's stuff in there. This should have done a pulse. It doesn't look like it did a pulse. Ah, my god. Oh, okay. We're pretty much there. All thing I need to do is place this here. Get the redstone rider again. We're pretty much there. I need another one here. Redstone rider goes below, like that. Beautiful. This is going to have a piece of redstone, which is going to go into... you know what? What am I doing? Well, I've gone crazy. This can go here. Redstone rider can go there. Repeater can go here on like full. And the redstone dust can go there. Why won't you face that way? Oh my god. Okay. Change of plans. We're going to get tiny redstone. Grab one of these. We're going to get some tiny redstone bits. We're going to place a tiny redstone there. We're going to zoom in. We're going to place redstone pretty much here. Just in that corner should work. And I should be able to do that. And that should work. Shall we give this a try? Let's go ahead and place this on pulse. Why aren't you pulsing? Explain. No aerial pearl? Aerial pearl. You should pulse. That is your job. Let's hold alt. This guy clearly is just not doing what I want it to. What have I done wrong? Was it something wrong with the actual, like, list containing thing? Did I do that wrong? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it works. It works almost. I'm a little bit confused as to what just happened. But, I mean, it looks like it's working. Like, it's currently set up to do it on a pulse. So, and it did it for a few of them. Like, if I search aerial, and we want 2 more of them, let's click start. It should just do a pulse. It's possible that I configured this and made it strong, and that's an issue. But these go in here. How's it not working? You guys saw it just trigger. It did that. Oh my. Deep breaths. I can't even fathom what is possibly causing this. Like, is this the issue? Is it that it's having to go through the variable store? Like, you're supposed to pulse when this value is a thing, but you just don't care. You know what we can do instead, which is probably easier? We can change this variable to just be when inventory is not empty, emit a redstone signal. That's probably easiest. There we go. That should be good enough. That emits a pulse. This guy runs. Inventory is not empty. emit a pulse. Do the thing. Okay. What if instead we do the fill ratio? Because that will change each time an item gets taken out. If we make it be this one, fill ratio. I'm gonna place that in there. Nope. Go ahead and place this here. Place it here. Nope, we can't place it neither. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Okay, better idea, better idea. Hold on. I've got an idea in my head. What if we get the fill ratio? So currently it's 0. So what if we get the fill ratio again, as it currently is, so 0. So we have one, fill ratio 0. This is not equal to 0. How would I do that? I have like a sort of an idea, but I don't really know how to do it. Like, can I have it be, if we search equals, is there one that's not equal to? What would not equal be? This? Not equals. Okay. What if I then get integer and I make this, I don't know. What would I do? Fill ratio not equal to, I don't know what to do. Alright, hold on. If I search the equals and we get not equals, which is exclamation mark equals, and what if we say the fill ratio, which I think was this one? Let me just double check, or is it this one? I think it was this one, because this one says aerial pearl, so I think we want this. So if the fill ratio is not equal to 0, emit a redstone pulse. What do we reckon? Do we reckon that'll work? I reckon it might. Redstone pulse. And then we'll chuck these in here. Okay. So if it's not equal to 0, emit a redstone pulse. That makes sense. If I chuck in this, redstone pulse. No! Why? I thought we had it. Oh god. So, I mean, you guys watching at home, you probably know what I need to do here. I imagine I could probably even use a comparator. Maybe. Maybe a comparator and like a switch. But that doesn't work when 2 items go in at once. Right? Which is like the whole problem that I'm trying to fix. I mean, you know what we could do instead? I mean, I should probably just do this. When it's not empty, right? Emit a redstone signal. So it's not empty, redstone signal happens. Let's change this guy to run with redstone signal. So now it's currently getting a... No, it's not, because it's empty. Okay. But if I search aerial, let's go ahead and order 2 more. Started up. Let's also order a bunch of those. Okay. So it's running now. 1 spawns. Oh. Look at how many we're getting spawned. Including baby ones. And I mean, we got 2 extra there that we don't need. So like that's a problem. I wish it would just pulse, but it does not pulse. Why doesn't it pulse? Okay, I have an idea. What if we do run with no redstone signal, right? So that will run all the time, which, I mean, this... We'll change that in a second. But what I should be able to do is if I grab some tiny redstone and some tiny blocks, I should be able to set up a little bit of like a gate system, right? So if we zoom down here, what I should be able to do is essentially this. A block goes there. On that block, I want to place a torch, like so. And I want to have that there. So now there's a redstone signal. We can change this back to be run with no redstone signal. And let's also maybe get rid of these guys. And I might also need that. So already, run with no redstone signal. It has a redstone signal. Now, if this guy, which let me go ahead and remove that. If this guy runs into the back of that block of wall there, and we can go ahead and get an empty hand, clean this up a little bit so that it looks proper. That's going to work. Why is it not working? All right, there we go. I think it was because I was holding crouch, but there we go. So now this redstone goes into the back. It should turn off, which turns it on, right? So we can have that just be constant all the time. Then what I want to do is get another... I want to get that entity reader again. This guy here. I want to slap this guy down probably right there. So let's go ahead and break this, break that. Let's get one of our cables there. Let's place an entity reader. I want this guy to be reading for the zombies. So we'll probably have to set that up again. We'll have to get a zombie to spawn most likely. Let's go ahead and maybe run a signal there. Is that going to work? No? Okay. So far, so good. All right. We've got a zombie. We've got a few zombies. So I think what I want to do is get some more variables. Here we go. Let's grab 3 more. And I want to say, if the list of zombies contains a zombie, do the thing. Does that make sense? So here we go. Here we go. I think it makes sense, and I think you'll understand what I'm getting at in a second. So we're going to go back to that contains list. We're going to say if the list of entities contains a zombie entity. Oh, I dropped the wrong thing. It's so annoying. We're very close. We're very close. Trust to trust. Open this guy up. Contains. If the list contains a zombie, emit redstone signal. We're going to place those variables in there for the list and the zombie. We're going to make this guy be the... I want this guy to also be this. How do I do that? Like, I want it to do... I think what I want to do is get another writer. Another redstone writer. Apparently, I made it really difficult to find. Redstone writer. Redstone writer. This guy. And I want to tell this guy to go here. And to... Nope, I take that back. I want it to go here. Oh my god, I've made everything so difficult. Pick up this gate. Place the gate here. Place a redstone rider there. Hook it up with a cable. Open this up. Place it here. Okay? Do you guys get what I'm saying? So, let's clear both of these. And this is where we're currently sitting, right? No zombies. None of them are spawning. No pearls. Nothing. I'm going to search for my aerial pearls. I'm going to say 2, please, right? What we're going to see is it's going to run. See, that turns on. We should get a zombie. We got 2. We got 2 zombies. And one of them is a baby zombie, which we don't even want. Oh my god, I despise everything. We can fix this. We can fix this. Remain calm. I know what to do. It's just annoying that I have to do it. What I'm going to do is grab our this guy here. So the aerial pearl card, the entity, or the player simulator, or whatever it was. Let's break this, break that, break this, that. Clean it up a little bit. I've got to place it like here. So we're going to break this. I'm going to place the player simulator there. Cover this up. Open this up. That's not even on the right spot, but that's fine. A cable will go here. The player simulator needs to go on it. Like so. And we want it to be click item, aerial pearl. There we go. That should be good. And this should be fine. I think part of the issue is one of these. I think it's either processing or efficiency. One of them creates an extra thingo, an extra zombie. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. So instead, I probably just want to get, 3 more speed upgrades. That's probably good enough. I can't even put more speed upgrades in. That's wonderful. Oh my god. Alright, we'll order 2 more. Let's see if this works. Currently, I've only got the processing one in there as an extra. So we'll see if that spawns a second. No, it doesn't. Okay, beautiful. So as you can see, that worked. And then the second one spawns. Beautiful. It only spawns 1 at a time, as much as it needs. No more. No less. 1 more. Not 1 less. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Why did you do that? Why did that happen? Why did you do that? Interesting. This guy stayed on longer than he needed to, and I think the reason he stayed on longer than he needed to was because the outputted item was still in here. It didn't get outputted quick enough. A possible solution would be to output into a different chest, which I don't really know if that's easily doable. I could change the priorities. Is that what I need to do here? I think that's what I need to do. I think what I need to do is, for example, place this guy like here, right? Get an item interface, so an item interface. Slap this guy on the side there. Set his priority to be 1. And I think that will work. I think what I can do now is, if we go ahead... In fact, I think I can leave that zombie there, and we'll just use it. Aerial, let's order 3. Hopefully you guys are staying on track. Hopefully you're keeping up with what's happening here. This should work. It hasn't yet. And I don't know why. Okay, it's processed. Does this have the thing in it? No. This guy's still getting the thing in him. It looked like it worked that time. I still wanted to end up in here, though, just to double check. Oh, I forgot to save. Save. And now is it 1? Yes. Okay, okay. Let's try this again. Aerial 3, please. Let's see. Redstone's on. Zombie should spawn. Zombie should get eaten. Zombie should spawn. Zombie should get eaten. And it's already stopped. And all the items are in here. Except for, how did you get in here? Why did you get in there? No. No, 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 no. 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 Oh my god. How does that even happen? What? Why is that a thing? What? I'm baffled. I'm truly baffled. I have no idea why that's happening. Alright, we've had to do something. We have to make drastic change in plans. I've changed this guy out for a filtering item interface. That is 2 item interfaces and a hopper. What this allows me to do is select item. I forgot to bring a variable card with me, of course. Select item. Aerial pill, or player aerial pill, is a variable card. Place that in the filter. Filter item, this. And I believe that should be fine. Let's make sure that it's not blacklist. Blacklist is not on. So there we go. And I think that should be good then. We can go ahead and place this in there. That should kick the system on and make it run. Yep, it's running. That should be fine though. This should work. I should be able to just clear my inventory. Everything, yep. Tidy it all up. And we'll try it again. Aerial. Let's go here. Order 10 of them. Why not? Let's also get an importer. Honestly, this importer can probably come with us. That there. Place that there. Grab this guy. Break this guy. And place an importer. And that should work. How do I know? Ooh, that should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think possibly we don't want it to be too fast because as you see, sometimes they get stuck in the roof. And the issue with them getting stuck... Why did it spawn 2? I have no idea why sometimes... And why is it spawning chickens, man? Why is that even a thing? Oh my god, I hate everything. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I mean, sometimes it's still not perfect. There's probably ways we can make it perfect, but this is still pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and try to make sure that they go in here. I think I need to set the priority on this. Open up this guy, priority. Let's do priority 2. Save. That should be good now. That should actually work. It should go in there. I know we've got a bunch of aerial pills, but I still want to just get this working. So the TNT things work. The aerial pills should work. Sometimes there'll be a zombie left, but there'll never be more than 1 zombie left, in theory. But thanks to our failsafe here, which outputs redstone to stop the machine. Because the machine only runs when there's no redstone. We have the player simulator, simulating a right click with an aerial pill. Perfect. We have the entity reader, which lets you know when there's a zombie there. Stop running the machine with this guy by emitting a redstone signal. Only runs without a redstone signal. This guy over here checks this chest. When there's something in it, it outputs the redstone signal, which cancels this constant redstone signal. And then no signal, it starts spawning. Perfect. We're doing that with a inventory not empty thing to emit redstone signal. And then all the variables are stored in there. Does that make sense? Probably not. But it appears to be working. So, hey, it's a win in my books. Okay. So, if I search for my next emitter, can I craft this guy yet? I can't. What are we missing? A block of smoky quartz and a wireless crafting grid. I don't think you have to be a wireless crafting grid. I'm pretty sure you only had to be just a wireless grid. Right? Wireless crafting grid. Can I change that? Or does it have to be a wireless crafting grid? Nexium emitter? No, it can be just a normal grid. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to search grid. I'm going to search wireless grid. Slap that in the middle. Make sure it's set to exact mode. And that should be good. The smoky quartz, we will need to make a recipe for. Smoky quartz, block of smoky quartz in particular. Like this guy here. We need the smoky quartz itself. That's just going to be either coal or redstone. Coal or charcoal, sorry. We have coal at the moment, so we might as well do that. But we could automate charcoal, so that might be a bit smarter for the future or long term. Either way, that should be fine. Nexium. Emitter. Boom. Auto-craftable. There we go. It's crafting. That's simple. We can go ahead and cancel these. For some reason, they're not canceling themselves, even though they worked. Some of them might not have worked, to be honest. But that should be good. We have a star here. Ooh! You can actually hear it's running. It's doing what it's got to do. Okay, sure. This guy, he's got to craft a lot of stuff in this guy, in the energizing orb. We might buff this guy soon because we've got the max tier energizing rods, but we could have more of the rods, right? And that would make it a lot faster. We'll see. We'll see. How long has this guy got? It looks like he's actually pretty much done. Yeah, it's just a bunch of normal crafting now, which should be relatively easy, and it looks like it pretty much is. Compressed blocks of netherite. Jeez. Okay. Are you done? Ooh, you know what the problem is? It's waiting for the quantum entangled singularities, which, whilst they're going into the system, they're not reporting back as completed because of a thing I did. We're going to have to cancel this for now. Cancel. I'm going to have to open this guy up. Click on this. I think it's fine. The problem is it's looking for an exact, right? It wants this exactly, but that's not really a thing we can do. What was it? It was hold control and click. Hold. Oh, I'm pressing everything wrong. I'll be honest. I don't really remember how I set this to do like alternatives, right? Because all of these are different because they have NBT tags. See that right underneath the name, it has like applied energistics 2, quantum entangled singularity, and then it says NBT tags 1. And if we hold Alt on these and we look at each of them, look towards the end. They're slightly different. Each one has a slightly different number. That means they're all technically different, right? And that's apparently an issue. Is that an issue we can fix? Possibly. How would we fix it? I'm not entirely sure. Another thing we might be able to do is by simply grabbing out this guy, chucking him in here, and just making him not do exact. That might be enough to get it working. Let's chuck that back in. Search for Nexium. And can I craft you? It says I can, but I think it said I have to craft another one of those, another one of these. And I think it's going to. I think it's going to drop this stuff and blow that up. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know what to do there. Like that works. It's crafting the thing, but this guy isn't. He's not seeing it come back because they have a tag to them. How can I bypass the tag? Ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to bypass the tag. Okay. What I've gone ahead and done is I've placed some of these in here, and I've made it so it remembers the slots. I set it to remember. I've taken the stuff back out so you can see that's currently working. This should be good. What I should be able to do is add a recipe. We're going to add into the recipes this guy. So we'll slap that in. We want to change this out for just a wireless grid. So that will go there. We can click apply. I think I want to do this. Result of the crafting operation will go to the output buffer. Yes. Make sure that's applied. So that should show up in here. That should be good. Then what I can do is I think I can pick this up, right? I think. I hope we can because I just did it. I'm going to slap it up here instead. So crafter can go here. Yes. Oh, awesome. It remained with all of its information. So Ultra Exporter is going to go on the back. This guy, what I did to set him up to work is I placed the quantum entangled there and I set it to exact mode off. And that seems to do the trick. The next thing I want to do, honestly, I think we just fill the thing up with it, right? I think that might work. It's going to get a bit messy. I don't know what's happening. We're lagging a little bit, of course. All items in input slots are consumed. Sure. I think this is fine. I think what I should do is get a crafting upgrade. Slap this guy here. And now he'll start crafting more, I believe. My issue is, again, like, The crafter doesn't even know that it's gotten it back. Like, this should work, though. What I want to do is a few things. I'm getting a little bit distracted. This has been a long episode, and I don't think we've done much. But I think the ones we have done have been quite complicated. I think we've gotten pretty good at this. I'm going to get rid of the quantum entangled singularity. Oh. I think I'm going to set it to be a processing pattern. And I want to slap in... I want to essentially recreate this ingredient here. Well, actually, I think I just do... Place that there. Place that there. It doesn't have to be exact. Like, I can just place them all like that. And that should be good. And I'm going to say this guy outputs a Nexium emitter. Like so. Create that pattern. Beautiful. This processing pattern is going to go into a crafter on top of this crafter, if that makes sense. Okay, crafter. Place it on top. Slap this guy in. And that should work. That's quite simply, that should just work. So I'm going to put all this stuff away, including that. In fact, that should already show up in here. Yep, beautiful. And as you can see, it skips these because we've got these are set spots. You can't put anything that's not these in those slots. So now, if I search for Nexium, and I click Start Craft, missing energizing rod nitro. Then craft it. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me? Missing energizing rod nitro. Oh my god, I despise some things. Certain things I despise. Huh, missing energizing rod nitro. And yet here it is, the energizing rod nitro. My god. Some things. What is wrong with you? Why you no work? Craft, yes. Do the thing. I'm gonna just slap this back into the one that had the energizing rods. I can't even put it back in there. Oh my god, I've got to run over here. Okay. You go in there. Now can I craft you? I don't know why I couldn't before, but can I craft you now? What do you mean you're missing? I know you're missing, so you craft it. Like, this isn't... Just craft it. This isn't a thing. Why are you making a big deal about nothing? I'm gonna just void this energizing rod we have. There we go. It's done. It doesn't exist anymore. Beautiful. So now we only have one, or we have one crafting that will be completely empty. It won't have any power stored in it, which should solve that issue. Once this is crafted again, because that's going to take a while. Oh my god. Oh, you know what the issue is? The recipe I put in here, this one, that's the issue. What I did was I placed one that had charge in it, as well as this wireless grid that has charge in it. And for some reason, it's convinced that it needs to use that. So, energizing rod nitro. We're going to remove this. We're going to place in the nitro one. This guy is stored as well, so we're going to probably have to replace that. Player transmitter nitro. So let's remove that. Place in the player transmitter nitro. And then grid. Remove that and put in an empty wireless grid. That should work. That should actually solve all the problems just there. So chuck this guy back in. Nexium emitter. Start. Okay, now it appears to be working. Craft. That should be perfectly fine. Everything should get placed in here. I don't think it matters that these ones in here are charged. If it does, we can fix that. That's fixable. It's doable, I think. In fact, I think just the wireless grid might have to change. Wireless grid. Can I drag that in? I wouldn't know how to fix this to make it work with just an empty wireless grid. Alright, this guy's almost done. Almost. Yeah, there he is. He's done, which means it should be working, which means this guy should get all the junk in him. That should just be what happens. Oh, there it was. That's all the stuff. Nexium emitter. And then all I need to do is have a importer. And as you saw, that works. I think we've done it. I think we just automated the Nexium emitter. Oh, Nexium emitter. Automated. We craft another one. We're going to have to wait for a bunch of stuff to be processed, but we can order it. And then in the next episode, we should see it. We just, at the moment, the biggest bottleneck is the, this guy. This guy takes way too long to do certain recipes. That's the only bottleneck. That's pretty powerful. Oh, the other problem, and I would love to see some suggestions that you guys have, as to how we can get this to work a little bit more reliably, is how do I get this guy? No, how do I get this guy to work properly? Like, because when I order one of these, it doesn't end because it hasn't gotten back the specific quantum entangled singularity that it wants, and I don't know how to make the recipes like ignore the NBT. Whereas on this guy, for instance, I can set it so it's not exact. So, I don't know what I'm meant to do. I don't know how to reliably automate that. You guys let me know. You guys let me know. I feel like I've learned before how to do it, but I don't know how to do it. Like, quite simply, and I've said this before, and you guys have told me how to do it in a previous update, but I've clearly just completely forgotten what combination of buttons to check the alternatives or whatever. But this exact button makes it so that it uses what do you call it? It uses all that NBT data, and when you have that off, it doesn't use the NBT data. But for the processing, like when we hit processing, the exact button goes, even though it's still a variable that's needed to be acknowledged. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to do. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't know how to get this guy working. Ignore redstone, filter, that doesn't help. So yeah, I don't know. Alright. So, what did we knock off? This episode, we've only done the Nexium emitter, essentially. We did the Entangled Singularity, and we did the Aerial Pearl, wherever that part came into play. I think it was part of this recipe, right? Let's follow it down the tree. Yeah, the player Aerial Pearl. I think, although it's like a small thing that we've done, I think it's pretty cool that we've managed to do it. We've automated the singularities. Like, they can be crafted. We can manually. I can search for these singularities, and if I want to, I can say, get me a stack of... I guess we're missing... Oh, we're not... You know what? We're not actually fully done yet. And I think we can be. I want to be fully done. This guy, the matter condenser. Matter condenser, search matter. I want to make a second one. A second matter condenser. Can we do that? We can. This guy's making matter balls, which we currently use. We're currently actually using matter balls. So I actually want to get a second matter condenser, specifically for the other stuff. So if I grab a sink, and I grab an external storage, and I grab, what am I going to need? Just a fluid pipe, that should be doable. We can head up here, and in order to make the singularities, we place a condenser here, open him up. We want to change this to be condense into singularities. Yeah, condense into singularities. We want to go ahead and place a sink. So we'll do this right here. There we go. We want to get blah, 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 a fluid pipe, place that there, and we want to grab our wrench and have him extract. And this will just start filling up. I think I actually need some sort of storage cell. What one do I need? I require a 64K storage thing. So 64K. Can I craft one? It says I can, so we'll order one. Shouldn't be too long because we've got some crazy awesome processing things over here. This guy in particular. 64, not done yet. Oh, we can actually see it. It actually is crafting. I think we're just waiting on dust, believe it or not. Out of all things, out of all those processes that we had to make, we're waiting on dust. Okay, and that is the 64K storage component. So this guy is going to be placed in here, and that should start charging. What we can go ahead and do is grab a pipe upgrade. In fact, I wonder if we have an ultimate pipe upgrade in the other one. I should be able to slap that there, and this guy, he'll charge up a lot faster now. If we go down here, what do we actually have in this pipe? Oh no, we just have an ultimate pipe upgrade. Okay, we don't have anything too fancy. So yeah, if we leave this, eventually that will work. What I want to do as well is grab an external storage, click this, set it to be extract only. That's all we want, extract only. And what that'll mean is once this guy fills up, it will create a singularity, which we can wait for. It'll show up. And then that should be part of our system. So if we search quickly, singularity, we currently have 53. We have 53 singularities. If I wait here for a few more seconds for this guy to show up, we should have 54. So there's one there. If I open this up now, 54. How cool is that? So what that also means is I should be able to craft, well, 54 of these. Start. All of those get yoinked out, including the one in there. And as you can see, this guy is having a blast. That should start just creating them. Oh my god. There's going to be lots of explosions. Ooh. That is scary. I mean, they're getting picked up, which is good. But that's a little bit scary. So that should have been 54, which is doubled. So that's, what, 108 that have just been crafted? There's a bunch in here, and there should be a bunch in here as well. How cool is that? So yeah, it works. But we might just have to set it up so that like every so often we order some singularities, because I don't know how to fix that issue. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. The aerial pearls, we can do another test on those just to show off that they work. I'll order 10 of them, and we'll see if we get lucky and all 10 get used up and there's no extra leftover zombies. So the redstone turns on, a zombie gets spawned, and then this guy starts emitting a redstone signal because there's a zombie detected, and that stops the second zombies from showing up. And then once there's no more zombie, another one spawns. There we go. And yeah, sometimes they spawn 2. I still don't know why sometimes 2 spawn. I also don't really know why sometimes a chicken spawns being ridden by a baby zombie, but this appears to work. The pearls showing there, they get put in the system. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm genuinely pretty happy about these. Both of these systems requiring two quite different, sort of like real world interactions, and we've managed to automate them with some blocks. I think that is pretty cool. We can break that as well, just to make it a little neater. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We didn't do too much, but what we did, I think it's worth it. Yeah, what I'll probably do is we still need to set up this chaotic bee. I still need to do that. I was going to do that this episode, but clearly forgot until near the end. And then I also want to try out all the other recipes, all the other parts of the star. We're getting there, because already, if we look now, the Nexium emitter is no longer on that list, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like that. What about the rest of this stuff? Yeah, the wills. Some of these are really annoying. Some of these are not that annoying. We'll cross them off one by one. We'll get through them. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to those of you supporting me financially. We have Oracle, Skeletor, Jacob, Oathis, Derpy Snelluna, Mugs, and V50. Thank you guys for supporting me financially through Discord donation links in the past, or the present, or the future. And thank you to Coolest, V50, and Mugs, who are channel members here on the YouTubes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're still enjoying this series. I'm still enjoying it. We've still got quite a lot of work to do, so the series isn't over just yet, despite getting our hands on the star. There it is. Making sure it's still there. So yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.